Addiction eyeshadow palettes are more than just an eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to show you a beautiful neutral look today because I do have a bold lip, so I'm going to do a little bit more of a neutral eye. I'm going to use palette 1, really pretty neutrals, and I'm going to start with eye primer. And it's just going to help neutralize out my eyelids and cover up like any veins or anything, and also help it the pigments be more, it makes your eyelid a little bit more tacky. And I'm also going to show you a couple of ways you can use your palette for more than just your eyes. Did you know that they don't have to be just for your eyes? It can be brows, it can be blush, it could be a few different things. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to do a really soft eye. I'm going to start with our cream shadow brush. It's great to apply our cream shadows, but it's also really good to use on our palettes, and because it gets really tightly packed and it gets really close to the lash line. So I'm going to start with Swank It, and I'm just going to fill it up really well, get it really on the, really get it on the brush. And I'm just going to use this to apply it. Really pretty, like gold shimmer. I'm going to put it all over the lid, like that. Okay, and I'm going to do the other eye as well. I'm going to fill it back up. There we go. So you can get it really close to your lash line, like your lashes, and not get it on your lashes. And I'm using a patting motion, so I'm patting it on instead of swiping it, because when you swipe it, it falls out and gets all over your cheeks, and we don't want eyeshadow fall out. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now I am going to take our angle shadowed sponge brush, and I am going to take Chipper, which is a matte brown, and I'm just going to pat it on there, and I'm going to put it up here on the top. Just to, oh, I know it's scary, but don't worry, I'm going to blend. This stuff is super, super easy to blend. Don't be afraid of it because it's pigments. So they're, you guys, it's just makeup. Don't worry about it. It washes off. So I'm just going to blend it right there. And I'm just doing this to give it a little bit more depth. See how that eye has a little bit more depth than this one? I'm going to do it again on this eye. And I'm just patting it a little bit. And I'm starting right about here where my the white of my eye is, and just going in a patting motion. And then I'm doing a windshield wiper motion at the same time. Boom. And then you can clean it up a little bit with your finger if you're not happy with it. And I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. And you know, if it's too much for you, if it's too dark, just wipe off your brush on a towel and just blend it like a windshield wiper motion. See how that just blended right out? Boom. Nice, beautiful day look. Since I have a dark lip, I don't want to go too dramatic, but there's other things you can use this for. We're going to take a Lated, and we're going to highlight with it. So we're going to take it and we're going to put it right here at the arch of the brow and highlight under the brow. And this makes your eyes look more open and makes your brows look more arched. And then you can also use this to contour. You can use your contouring brush, and it's just narrow enough to fit on Chipper. Just a little bit. Pat, pat, pat. And blend. Bam. Again. Pat, 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 and blend. And if it's too harsh for you, just rub it out with your fingers. No big deal, right? So Now, did you know that you can take our liner shader brush and spritz it with, oops, wrong way, rose water, and we're going to use it on our brows. And I'm going to do it sideways like this on both sides, and go to side motion. That really gets it in there. And I'm just going to pat it on in a few spots. Give you that nice straight look and fill in. Look at that. And if it's a little too dark, don't worry. I'm going to take the Lash Comb Brow Brush and I am just going to comb it out. There we go. And I'm going to do that again on the other side. And since this is, guys, this is an all-in-one tool. Like, you can use everything on this palette to highlight, contour, do your brows. You could even do a nice dark lip. These are gorgeous colors and they are so versatile. Okay, one last thing with this palette. And now I'm going to take the rose water and the liner shader brush. I'm going to spray it and get as much as I can. And now I'm going to take liner, the shader brush at the liner side, and I'm going to get forthright and a back-to-back, side-to-side motion. Tap it off, and we're going to do liner. Oops. I just like to go in like this, and I like to do up to like where the white of my eye starts, because that helps, or where your eyelid dips down, it helps make your eyes appear bigger. I'm gonna get a little bit more, and I'm gonna do the other side. Like, they told me eye palette, and I'm like, oh no, 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 no. I don't do eye palettes. Those things are terrifying. But these the Addiction eyeshadow palettes are, all the colors on them are meant to go together. So you can use them all together. And I'm just going to take what's left on the brush and go under my eye and give underneath my eye a little bit of depth. And a liner. So then you can just clean it up. There we go. To take this look from day to night, I'm going to show you how to do it real quick using our crease brush, and I am going to take Zealous, just the darkest one. I'm just going to pat it on there, and I'm just going to make a 7, and I'm just going to enhance this a little traction, not a little triangle, and I'm just going to do it like so. These just a little bit. I'm just darkening up the outside just a little bit and pulling it up into my crease. And that made it just a little bit darker for more of an evening look. And you can even pull it in. Let's do it. Go ahead and pull it in a little bit more to darken up the lid. There we go. That is how you can perk it up for an evening look. And one last thing I am going to highlight with it. I'm going to use my ring finger and Brassy. I'm just going to put it on my finger like this. I'm going to pat it here. I'm going to pat it here and blend. Look at that nice, pretty shimmer. I'm going to do the same thing along the bridge of my nose.